Guys, this is Ginger Rogers here from Now On About Tarot, and doing the upload here, again, talking about the uh, commitments, divide and die chicks, and all of that scenario. I did talk about that on TikTok. I'm not sure if Divine Source really want me to talk about that right now, but then again, all of this has a lot to do with that. All this that I have picked up here in this energy can kind of ping off of that because again, this that old world's game last year. It ended the 1st of October, and of course now Divine Source has this world. They're doing a very powerful job, you guys, in recreating this world and really bringing it into a world of fruitfulness here. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of destruction, you guys. So I'm going to tell you, a lot of destruction is going to be going on here. It already has happened. One powerful thing that I have started to know is that I'm seeing more of energy work as far as past life, not past lives, but people who used to live in the past. So this is like your ghost energy, your ghost energy, and it's funny because this is October. This is the harvest season for so-called riches of the world's game. This is also Halloween. So, but it's so funny because now I'm seeing more spirits than ever. It actually started with a person that I was encountered with, and that was another scenario. But I had to really detach from that person because I saw that this young lady had a hex put on her by her husband years ago. It really reverted back. Um, and really tore her life apart, basically. I mean, she was pregnant and the child basically is dead. But anyways, but of course she's been keeping the child living on a ventilator and all of that. And that is very much against you guys, divine source energy. I'm sorry. It is. Anything that is prepping a body up, um, it is against divine energy. It's divine. It's against divine source. It's against divinity. You are nurturing a dead body. To be honest, you are nurturing a dead body. When you are doing any type of life support to anyone, you are nurturing a dead person, and that is really a common, very carnal dark energy. I didn't talk about this on TikTok, but I will do it the next time. But that wasn't what I was going to talk about here. But this is with a lot of people. They need to understand what we were doing against divine energy, and this is why you guys, so much shit is going to be happening, so much judgment, and so much changes and karma, is going to be given to this earthly world, this earthly globe more than ever because it did all types of foolery that was against divinity. Nothing this world did was for divine. And again, America, the US of A, is the number one witchcraft dark energy in the whole earth, on the whole earthly globe. It is. It is. And it's so ridiculous that now you are seeing the repercussions of how it tore down a lot of people's mindsets. And I'm talking about even people who are a source. And it's going to be very hard for them to really clear off all that illusion, especially if they're in this dark energy that I have been talking about. And in that dark energy, that dark vibration that I have been talking about here, I'm seeing a lot of energy work. Hold on, you guys. I'm seeing a lot of energy work, and it is ridiculous. Finding out how and why this is, I could not believe it, and I'm still kind of. It's hard for me to explain, but then it's not. Now, of course, we know that karmics are man-made souls. They're man-made souls. Once, if you're karmic, once you pass away from this earth, you are no longer here. But again, there was two deaths to be risen, two, and the first death, to be risen. When you look at the Bible, it tells you about two deaths. Your first death to be risen is going to be uh, Christ energy, but that was source energy. Anyone who was source was risen very much so a while back. They were risen, even the animals, and I could not understand what my Michael Jackson friend, who's no longer, he has finished his work in the afterlife, so he's no longer um, coming back to me. He basically, I put that on Facebook and TikTok too, that he put some cards to me and let me know that all is done, so he does not have to do his work behind the scenes in the morning spirit world. And I'm so much going to miss him. I do, and I love him very much. And I am very honored that for 14 years, this man has been in my life. He has been in my world. He's still around me because I feel, I feel his energy is very much hot, and I feel his energy. I know he's still around me, but he allowed me to do the things that I'm doing and have done, and I know I have also brought the world into changes that is in now, and that is in judgment here again. But there was a second death risen, and that was anyone who was not a source, which is the karmic energy to be risen. How is this though? Because karmics do not have a soul. Well, the energies that the karmic had, that any karmics, regardless of whether they were man or woman, these karmics pulled energy from sources, whether it be dark or light energy. Those energies that they pulled, the residual of those energies that they pulled, has allowed them to get basically like a mirage of themselves. But these people, these energies here that is coming from a karmic that has passed on in afterlife, where they don't have a soul, they don't have an afterlife, but that residual of energy that they took to the grave with them when they passed away and left. Those energies are basically making it so where they have a ghostly spirit. And so these ghostly spirits are, you guys, coming back. They are coming back to give karma to the ones who has harmed them in some type of way. So if these people were killed or however hurt, however it is, they're coming back to give karma to those people who has destroyed them. I could not believe it. I was coming, my daughter was driving, was picking up my son from work, my youngest son from work here in Austin, Texas, and I had felt asleep. I was sleepy the whole day. And so again, energy, spirits was around me. They was talking to me. They wanted me to know these things. And I tell you, I could not believe it. When I woke up, I was in front of my apartment and I could see all these souls like going towards my apartment complex. And I'm like, what is this about? I haven't seen close to years, but even still, I did see spirits. And again, this young lady that I was telling you about, she was a divine feminine who definitely lost her life, you guys. She was with a karmic masculine. This karmic masculine, I did not know this was something or a thing back then. He put very much dark energy, black magic on her, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it looks as though he it was a death spell, actually. It was a death spell, but he recanted it because he found out she was pregnant. Well, dark magic, any type of magic, especially when it's dealing with death spells, it will harm that child. He thought that he was, but by repenting, going into his religion, that he was all good. Come to find out, that child was 8 months old. She stopped breathing. For 23 years, this young lady has been on a ventilator since. This is not supposed to be, and it's also taking the health of that divine family. Has no health. Literally, she's dying as we speak right now. So I'm pretty sure she does not mind me telling her story, because this being there with her, and it's so funny because I was not the only one. There was another person too that was afraid of going to her home because she saw things floating around in the air. This divine feminine who basically lost her life, she's an empathic soul that lost her life, starlight energy, by, again, you guys, being in a marriage with a karmic masculine, because she likes the phenomenon of marriage. This young lady thought it was angels. All these years she thought it was angels, but the person that left and refused to be around her was like, no, it's not. Well, I had to see for myself, she was right. They're not angels. It is a portal for the dead. So when she brought her daughter back to life 23 years ago, and now she's not living because she's on a ventilator. You're not living, you guys, when you have man pumping shit in you. It's not. They have been harvesting a dead body for 23 years. Well, guess what? They have made a portal for the dead. For the dead to come and visit. And stay and hang around there. And it's so funny. They move around a lot. But they never say right or, really voice why they move around a lot. Well, I know that's why they move around a lot, because they know that these ghosts are around them. They're trying to get away from these ghosts and these poltergeists. Well, guess what? They're following them. They're moving everywhere they go. These energies, these spirits are going to go with them. And if there's any in the place that they're going, well, guess what? Those energies, those ghosts, those spirits of the dead, is going to stay right there with them, because they have brought this young lady back from the dead. So easily someone can pass on, and if they see that she is any type of source, they're going to easily penetrate into their world and not go up into the afterlife. Trapped into a death scene with these spirits, and a lot of them, you guys, are not of light source. They are of dark source. This is not good. They created a portal for dark energy to pass on and to hang around them. I'm surprised this young lady stayed around for 22 years. If her mother was not a divine feminine, it would not have been that way. Let me tell you something. There are karmic energy that is residual of source energy that they took while they was alive. Those karmics are coming back from the dead. This is the second death being brought up. This is the dead being brought up. The second round blowing of Gabriel's horn. If you look into the Bible, there was a second horn being blown, and it was for the karmic energy that they took from source while they was alive. These karmics are coming back, you guys, to give you karma for their demise. So if anyone have killed the karmic in any ways, where it will be a masculine or feminine energy, just understand that these guys are coming back for you, and they are not going to leave until you are deceased. This is what that is. So there was, I would say, a second coming of Christ, but the second coming of Christ has already really been done. Now, this is like raising of the dead, dealing with a karmic residual energy, not karmic energy or karmic souls, but the residual of the energy source that they took when they were alive. So, all of that is being done here. Here we are also in this energy that I'm pulling out here is people being committed to something that they cannot or refuse to let go of. This is a masculine and a feminine energy who are definitely in a lower energy of mindset. This is not, this is a divine feminine who lost her light, empath who is broken here, which there is definitely such thing as a broken empath, but it's an empath who lost her light because she stayed stuck and stagnant with something so long. Now understand, this is a narcissist as well who cannot heal, that is in hell, right along with them in this energy that I pulled. Now it's so funny how divine source put these two people together, because what you got to understand is this narcissistic dark masculine energy here, he has gotten hurt and has been lost and trapped in his regret and his guilt. From a super impacted divine source feminine who is a sunlight energy, she has used her power. She is a goddess. She is in her God, I am presence. They have judged these guys harshly through the divine source that went through them, and these guys are trapped in hell. This divine feminine here has lost her light. She's a broken empath. Okay. Now, this broken empath, again, people got to realize these narcissists, this narcissist is right beside her, right? What they don't understand is when you are an empath, the whole point of why that world's game had the narcissist to stay in, or the empath to stay with this narcissist so they can break you. And once you are broken, you guys, once you are broken empath, you cannot move. All your actions, your insecurities is going to stop you from moving. You're going to stay right there. You're not going to move. You're going to be depressed. You cannot phantom that this person that you wanted, this thing, however that you want it, is not giving you what you want. You're giving them this unconditional love, and here they are literally broken you. They're broken you. And once you're broken empath, you cannot move. And this energy that I'm seeing here is a Queen of Cups. Clarifying the Queen of Cups. This is someone who's very loving, very nurturing, right? But with this Queen of Cups, I got the Sun reverse clarifying it and the Eight of Swords reverse. With this energy, it's telling me that this feminine right here has definitely let herself go. Her nurturing skills, this is a broken empath. She's let herself go. She has. Now, she's free to go, but she's in darkness. So this young lady has definitely let herself go. She is free to leave and to move on and go up into a higher mindset. But again, she can't because she has lost her life to some of birds. So she cannot see her way into a higher mindset. Clarifying the Eight of Swords, I got the Emperor, the Nine of Wands here. So this young lady is still holding on to this Emperor, to this masculine, this dark masculine, this controlling masculine, this arrogant masculine. She's still holding on to this, right? Clarifying the Emperor, guess what? I got the Lovers reverse and the Ten of Wands reverse. This Emperor here is no longer interested in this feminine here who has lost her light. And that's just what that is. She's lost her life. And but yet she's still holding on to him, so she's stuck. She's a broken, again, as I said before, she is a broken empath. She's a broken feminine here. He has no love for her, and he is not really even seeing her as a hottie anymore, if we want to see it that way. Um, Beside this broken, impacted divine feminine here, I got this King of Wands, which is your narcissistic masculine who did not heal. This guy is definitely into action here. He's want to take action, clarifying that. I got the world. Um, I've got a lot of things for this guy, but this guy wants to take action to change here. He's definitely getting calmer. He's been judged harshly already. This guy, clarifying this King of Wands here, I got the Tower reverse. So this guy's already done. I got the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords. This masculine has definitely been hurt by a feminine here. His heart has been broken because she has judged him harshly. As I said, she has attached on him. I got the Page of Cups here. He's in regret. So again, this guy is heartbroken and he is in regret. He's real guilty. And I got the Eight of Wands. I got the Eight of Wands here. This guy wants to conversate. He wants to conversate, right? Well, right beside that, I have this Two of Swords, a lot of conflict, mixed emotions. Clarifying this, this guy has a lot of conflict behind him. Why? Because he's still in that dark energy with the devil. You see that snake? Clarifying that, I got so much here. I got the Seven of Swords reverse. He's trying to see that jealousy, envy, and deceptive energy that he had is turned around on him. I got the Five of Pentacles. He is very much feeling this rejection, this loss of the Four of Cups. He's been blocked by divine source and by this divine feminine. So this divine feminine is in her iron presence. She has given him a harsh discard and she has blocked him from source. By her blocking him, allow him to be blocked from source. So both of these people are in darkness here. They're in hell. This is not a Sigma masculine. This is not even these broken empaths counterparts. It's not. Divine source is putting these two in the same category because they have gotten hurt by a so-called counterpart that the game had for them. So this is all done with the Tower reverse. There's a lot of distractions, confusions in both of these guys' worlds with the Seven of Cups. When I clarified that, I got the Ace of Wands as a challenge, Two of Cups, and the Moon as a challenge. So see, it's hard for these guys to get out of this confusion, distraction, because they don't have the energy to do so. And they're so afraid to even jump and get a connection with anything or anyone else. There's so much confusion, so much distractions here. Even if there is someone else out there that they could, especially for my divine feminists who are broken empaths here, there are other options that they could find. But again, these guys just let themselves go. So they're not really seeing them as attractive in that way anymore. And as you see, these guys are definitely, it's hard for them to see these and have any type of energy for any other options that are out there. I'm seeing that whether these masculines that's in a dark narcissistic who's in hell here, I'm sorry, that dark vibrational energy, or Sigma masculine, both of them are looking at an Empress here as attractive and confident. This is what they're seeing. Again, someone who's in that God energy who has given them that harsh discard here. This is who they want to go towards here. This is constantly on their mind, pursuing this person here, going towards them. I got the Chariot, Four of Swords, and the King and the Knight of Cups here. And I said the King of Cups because these guys has an emotion for a God energy source, which is your divine feminine who is in her I am presence. So, that is what's going on here in this world as I'm seeing it at this time. So it is a lot of carnage that is going on here. A lot of carnage, a lot of people that are really having loss. I am seeing behind where I live, I'm seeing more and more the tent people here. I cannot believe it. It's amazing. I actually think that people are losing their homes, or they're losing their homes, or they're getting evicted, and they just opt out getting anywhere else, and they're just buying tents, and there's this big, huge lot behind where I live here, and they're just tenting and camping out back there. So I won't be here in this area. That I'll probably probably before the year ends, or before Christmas, I'm going to I'm not on a year lease, so I may leave before Christmas. I mean, I'm just saying, I know people go through hard times, but you're going to see that people are not going to be, as I say, confident. You're going to have that. You're going to have women that's going to that's going to really lose themselves to try to get someone back to no avail, and then you see that they're letting themselves go. Health wise, even, and you're going to have men that are really not as confident again. They have lost this ego, and that ego was driving them, right, but it's not anymore. Also in the entertainment business, you guys, and I don't know how well you are with the entertainment business. Now understand, there is no more sacrificing to sell your soul anymore, because those God's entities are not here anymore. Now, understand that those reptilian energies, those alien energies are not here anymore. Now, if you're seeing the alien, you're seeing my divine Christ energy, which is my Samarians, who this is where this earth belongs to from the get-go. You're going to see them as aliens. They are coming to destroy you. They're not going to, tittle-tattle you. They're coming to destroy you. I'm hearing even people from, who passed on and have went into other lives that's pleading to me to let them out of hell. This is how tormenting my Sumerian queens are, and I will not. I refuse to let them do that. They have to get the karma. So if you passed on in the last life, just to come back, you're here now, because everybody's playing this game. You're going to get karma. If you didn't get karma in that last life, you're here to get karma for your last life here. And a lot of you guys are going to be children, sick kids. So there are going to be sick children coming here, you guys, because they have gotten karma, getting karma from their last life that they had in the past. And so you are going to have children that's going to suffer. Sad enough. You are just going to have children that's going to suffer for a little bit, at least 5 years, because of karma. And I didn't know that either until that happened to me. It was amazing. And we cannot allow anyone to come and get out of hell, because you have to have your karma. And this is what my Sumerian queens, this is your Christ energy. They are not going to take no briberies. You're going to get your karma here, because you have not been getting it in other lifetimes. In the past, you're getting it with them. I'm seeing that a lot of people, again, as I said, they're going to be losing a lot. Your entertainers, you're going to be seeing entertainers, big time entertainers that is going to be losing money. There's also some entertainers in Hollywood, you guys, that are picketing on the picket line and saying that they can't get the money. They're not getting money for the work that they're doing. I mean, they're not even paying them. It's amazing. The people that is on in Hollywood, and this is why Michael Jackson came back to me too, and basically to tell me my work is done because I got karma on all the bitches, and I ain't gonna lie, they did. They're getting karma, you guys. Entertainments. And however it be, actors, actresses, music industry is going down. People who's making music, people who's making movies, they are getting karma, you guys. But at the end of the day, they cannot sell their soul, so now they're going broke. They are going broke. They're going broke because their gods are deceased, and you're going to see that. They, you're going to see that. You're going to see your entertainers are not able to make themselves look beautiful anymore because they don't have the money. They are coming out now. They're going to tell you. They're going to blog about it. They're going to have interviews about all these entertainers, you guys, that are broke as hell. So that's what I'm going to probably leave it there. I'm not going to really go that long today, but all of this is amping up. And you're going to see more and more and more of this in your world. I'm seeing it. Certain things, divine source is not going to let me see it. They're just going to tell me or have people to tell me about it. But because certain things I cannot see as far as with my visual eyesight because I cannot go down that low. I can't go down that low. Certain things, certain people I cannot deal with because again, I cannot go down that low. They won't allow me to. It's very painful for me to go and deal with a lot of things that's low. Any type of emotions, low dark emotions. I can't go down there. It does me in. It hurts me. My son again, he's in a karmic marriage at this time. He is in Virginia. I'm here in Texas. We talk back and forth and text and everything and call, but it's the reason why he's there because the divine source is not going to allow him to be close to me being in a karmic marriage because again, it's going to hurt me too. It's painful for me to be in anything that's in a lower cycle. One more thing before I let this go as well. Um, my divine feminists who are impacted light and you lost your light, you're broken empaths. You guys, let me tell you one more time. Twin flames was not what you thought it was. They lied to you in that gaming world that is no longer playing. They lied to you guys, and you guys stood there, and you stayed there, and you stayed there, and trying to find your true love in that lower level gaming world, and you were never going to find it again. And I'm going to tell you my story again. I came in this world with my twin flames side by side. I saw my parents before my sister was born. She's 2 years older than me. Okay, now my twin flame was my grandfather at the time. My grandfather came from the living world in his dreaming state, in his sleep state, to come to me and to show me my parents. My grandfather was probably about 70 years old at the time. Let me see, yeah, he was 70, 89. He was 70 something, close to 70, if anything, at the time when he went into his dream state to come and show me. He came from, because I was in the spirit world and he was on the earth world. So he was 70 years old. He showed me this was going to be your parents. So that was his son. That was his son. So he was 70 years older than me. He was my twin flame. My grandfather and his wife, which was my grandmother, was a big part of my life. All the way up to the day they died. My grandfather died at 96. I was 20, 6, actually. So he was not exactly 70 years old. He was 70 years older than me. I was 26 when he passed away. Because my daughter's like around about 2, something around there. Right? Hold on. Was my daughter born? I can't. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere around that. She was like 1, I think. 1 or 2 when he passed away. And I had her at 25. So it's around about that 25, 26, 26 when he passed away, as I said. So my son, I got pregnant with him when I was 28, 27-ish, 27-ish. And I had him when I was 28. My grandfather kept visiting me the whole time I was pregnant, every month, once a month, while I was carrying my son, who is now my twin flame. Again, we did not leave each other. Twin flames never leave each other. It took 70 years for me to come back to my grandfather, though, in his life, because I didn't want to come back. I basically did not want to come here, but I had to. So I came back, so my grandfather came back through me, which is my son, my oldest son. He is the same element as I am. He's a Libra, I'm a Gemini. He's in the third dimension mindset. He's with a karmic, in a karmic marriage. I am not. I have a soulmate, which is a Sigma masculine, and I am in a higher mindset. So you see where we're going here. I am the divine feminine. He is a true divine masculine, because he is in the third dimension mindset. Now, he is a divine masculine, okay? But we are separated. We're 23 hours away from each other. Okay? Okay? Because he's in the three-dimensional mindset. Well, he's in a 3D world. Because he is in a karmic cycle. But is in the fifth dimension mindset. But he's stuck there. He's trapped there. So he's, getting residual hell. Because he's in a karmic relationship, marriage. Okay? So you see how it is similar to what they said in the game. But guess what? Again, in the game, everything is similar. In the gaming world, you could have never been with your twin flame. Could never been. Because these people were dark for you. You could not. There's no more bad boy, good girl, bad girl, good guy anymore. You have to have 2 light souls to be together. 2 dark souls will never be together, because it will never have been. You have to have 2 light souls together that's balanced in each of their energy enough to come together. Okay? Now, that's why I have a soulmate. And this guy, my son, has a karmic, because right now he has come up in his more than that fifth dimension mindset to be in his I am presence. So this is where we are at. But at the end of the day, I can't be in union like that with my son. Am I right? So again, we are here to nurture the world through our opposite energy on our own, but loving unconditionally, because he's my son. I can never not love him any other way but unconditionally, and he loves me as his mom is unconditionally. You see how that works? Twin flames is very unusual. Not everybody has this what I have. So understand that. A lot of people are putting themselves more into the twin flame energy than the actual soulmate energy. It's not that many twin flames, and if they're similar to me. They're family members. You guys are waiting around for a twin flame counterpart that the king had for y'all. That shit not even true. The way they hated, they lied to y'all. Because they wanted you as a broken empath, a broken divine feminine that lost your life. That's what it's all about. So I just want to put that out there and let everyone know that this is really the way it was, guys. And now you're trying to get someone back who was never going to be for you. And now you're hurt and you're broken. So this is what that is. And I'm going to leave that alone. I'm at 40 minutes. And you guys have a good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.